I'm Joel Gazdar, founder of Wild Food Cafe, and we're going to show you a wonderful, easy pesto recipe that you can do with any greens. We love to teach that pesto is basically any green sauce mixed with some oil, some nuts or seeds. Doesn't particularly have to be pine nuts, doesn't have to particularly be any type of nut or seed, doesn't particularly have to be basil. That might upset some Italians or Mediterraneans, but basically it's a way of enjoying the deliciousness and the wonder and the medicine that's in green leafy vegetables, green leafy herbs, and making them delicious and store well and easy to eat and palatable. So today we have some lovely 3-cornered garlic. We've got about 100 grams here of what's known as 3-cornered garlic or 3-cornered leek. Take a close-up look at this. It's like a very thick type of grass. It's in the allium family, which is it's called 3-cornered because, as you can see there, it's got like 3 edges to it. It's like a 3-dimensional leaf rather than a completely flat leaf. And these are the flowers. So 3-cornered leek or 3-cornered garlic. This is growing for free, wild, all over the hedgerows of England and Wales right now. It's traditionally indigenous to the whole Mediterranean area, and it's been introduced into Britain in the last few thousand years and does really well here. It's doing very well at this time of year, so even that's December in the UK. So I'm going to lay it out all nice and straight, cut it. This is going to be a very rustic recipe. I'm going to share our favorite way of making stuff at home, which is by hand. There's going to be no machinery in this. We're going to use a ceramic knife. We're going to chop the bunches into ever shorter bunches and then chop all the way through. So I'm using a ceramic knife. A ceramic knife is a wonderful, genius invention. You can get them online. They're very much affordable these days. When you cut things with ceramic, they don't oxidize. It doesn't ruin the electromagnetic field of the plants you're cutting, thus doesn't cause them to go brown. Now, ceramic knives are rather delicate. Got to get your knife technique down. Just cut them as gently but as finely as possible. You don't want to bruise the leaves too much by being too aggressive and squashing them with either your hand or bashing them too much with a knife. Ceramic knives are about 3 times sharper in some ways than most steel knives. They are very brittle, it has to be said, so you have to be very delicate with them, take great care of them, definitely not drop them. Let's get a little bit of real, regular, nice organic garlic. And we've got a lovely olive wood mortar and pestle here. Of course, you can use any mortar and pestle, but it's better that you use a stone or a wooden one generally, because as we were touching on with the ceramic knife, metal, especially steel, has an electromagnetic field that tends to oxidize and does something different to the food. Maybe 1 clove of garlic should be enough. We could put a second one in, make it extra garlicky depending on how much you love garlic. And of course, another option you have if you find raw garlic too intense, you can famously, as chefs do, take out the green core. So you can take out the green central stem or sprout or core of the garlic, which makes it a lot less intense in flavour. So if you cut it in half there, you can pull out 1 half and pull out the other half. So of course that's what it looks like in cross section when it's in there, and that has a lot more of an intense garlic flavour. That if you want a softer garlic flavour, especially when you're dealing with raw garlic, take that bit out. So we've got a garlic in there. We're going to use the mortar and pestle as a garlic basher. So as well as that, we're going to add some wonderful Siberian cedar nuts, which are available on our website. But of course, you can use any nut or seed or regular pine nuts. So I'm going to stick a third of a cup in there. So here we go, bashing away at the pine nuts. That's the pine nuts together with the garlic. Might actually be a good time to throw a teaspoon of nice, unprocessed, fresh, grey sea salt in there. And that's going to help break down and release a lot of the flavours and the nutrients from both the pine nuts and the garlic. It's an excellent meditation, no matter what you're doing in the kitchen, to direct all your appreciation, love, vitality, enthusiasm into the food, even when you're doing something seemingly aggressive and violent, and giving stuff a good bashing like this. So here, if we can have a look, a lovely cedar nut butter here, creamy. So that's pretty much the recipe done. So we can just spoon out this wonderful seed butter or nut butter. It's a wonderful texture. All the garlic mushed into it. So we can put that into our bowl, and some wonderful fresh, cold pressed, extra virgin organic olive oil here. A couple of tablespoons of that. Our 3-cornered garlic, even with the garlic flour in there. We're just going to mush that together. Probably even best to use hands. Get extra love in there. Get your own vibration into your food and infuse it. Now, last time I made this, I actually used some of iStay's delicious macadamia and Brazil nut cheese, which is fermented in there, which I put into this last batch of pesto that I was making to help keep it fresh, to ferment and culture it and make it stay yummy for a few more days. So we're going to put some of iStay's wonderful macadamia and Brazil nut cheese in here, which is going to add fermented, probiotic, cultured goodness, which will keep this fresh for a lot longer. And because we haven't got a lemon today, it's going to add that sour element, which is really going to balance the flavor, profile, and the nutrition all in one. So of course, adding a lemon would be just as good, or adding an unpasteurized raw apple cider vinegar would be just as good. For adding, apple cider vinegar would be local, cultured, sour, to balancing the flavors. So as you can see here, look at this delicious, fresh, handmade pesto with the garlic flowers in here. So because it's infused with these probiotics now, and as well as the olive oil and the salt, this could keep fresh in your fridge for more than a good few days. What better way than to enjoy with, we've just had the most gorgeous lunch when we finished the last batch of this. iStay baked some local biodynamic butternut squash, and we sprinkled some pumpkin seeds ground on top and some of this pesto, and it was the most incredible dish ever. So, our challenge for you this week is to get some of your favorite green leaves, mix it with some of your favorite nuts or seeds, a little bit of salt, something sour, a little bit of your favorite oil, experiment making it by hand with a mortar and pestle, with get your ceramic knives on if you haven't got one already, and enjoy the brilliance of simple recipes like this. A great way to get amazing wild greens into your diet, of course overflowing with the alkaline healing minerals like magnesium, calcium, iron, as well as the electromagnetic life force that these foods are brimming and bristling with. These are wild foods that are overflowing with genetic integrity, that are thriving, ripe, fresh, alive in the ecosystem right now, in your neighborhood, on your doorstep, in your local forest. This is Mother Nature's way of saying, this is the perfect food for us. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, come visit us, send us comments or requests of what videos and recipes you would love to see us cover, and look forward to seeing you again on the next show. Thanks so much. Aloha. Stay wild, stay juicy, stay fresh, stay ripe, stay brimming with vitality, stay electrified by tuning in to the ecosystem and make the most delicious, vibrant foods